Hello, everyone, and welcome to Someone Should Have Told Me. Now, I know my last podcast, I said, why change your gender? And I gave a scenario of why maybe a person might change their gender. But that is only for the rich. What I want to know is why is the agenda being pushed in the media that everything is okay no matter who you with. Everything you watch nowadays have same sex just pushing it like we're trying to send subliminal messages to our children because it's even in cartoons. Why is the media pushing this neutral gender? It's okay for adults, as I've always said. We don't care what is going on in your bedroom. We don't care. We just want to know, what kind of person are you? Are you an honest person? Are you a caring person? That is all that we care about. We do not care about what is going on in your bedroom. And so then it pushes me to look at these cartoons that is pushing this agenda to the children. Why aren't we pushing get your education? Why aren't we pushing that? Why aren't we pushing don't worry about sex? Just have fun. That is what we should be pushing. But we're pushing, oh, it's okay if you want to be a boy this week. It's okay if you want to be a girl this week. That is not the reality of things. My friend picked this up on
Boys
TikTok.
are boys from the beginning. If you were born a boy, you stay a boy. Girls are girls right from the start. If you were born a girl, you stay a girl and grow up to be a lady.
Now that was something on TikTok from Mr. Rogers back in the day. So this is not a new issue. People have been feeling these feelings of wanting to be the different gender forever. But must we keep throwing it out there to our children who are growing up and already confused? There is so many children that have had a same sex experience because children are curious. Then when they have that, because then they play around, and when they sleep together, when they are in the bathtub together or whatever, they're curious about their body parts, and they have had some kind of same sex something, if it's just a touch or whatever, because that's what happens as a child. And if you did not have one of those experiences, then you are very, very lucky and very, very blessed. But that doesn't mean because you had one of those experiences that you are gay or lesbian. I remember one of my husband's sisters living with us, and then she was about 10, and she came to me and she was like, I'm gay. I was like, you are not gay. And she was like, yes, I am, because me and my cousin, we had this experience. I said, you know what? All children are curious. All children, most of the time, have an experience. But that doesn't mean that you are gay or lesbian. That just means that you are curious. And let me tell you, right now, that young lady has grown up. She is man crazy. She is, she don't think that she's gay now because she loves men. Even if it went the other way, then there is no love lost. But give children a chance. Give people a chance. Even when they get to be teenagers, they always talk about these college experiences. Well, that doesn't make you gay or lesbian because you had a college experience. You threw that away in college. You tried something. You found out that is not the way you wanted to go. But it doesn't matter if that's the way you wanted to go. The thing is, do everybody have to have this pushed in their face? Does everybody have to know that this is what you're doing in your bedroom? We don't care. They have sensitivity training at my job, and I don't have a problem with anyone. I don't have a problem with nobody who is an honest person that are doing their best and doing their job. What problem would I have? Even if I had to do something to take care of them, I don't care. I'm going to do the best that I can for the person that I am caring for, or doing something at the bank for, or doing whatever job that I have that this person needs. I don't care what is going on in the bedroom. I just care about what we need to do right here, right now, for this person and this task that needs to be taken care of. You know, the pushing of this agenda is very upsetting because it's confusing people even more. You know, I did do that show on YouTube, Interview with a Lesbian Couple. That is one of my closest friends. I adore her and her wife now because they got married. And it is their business what goes on in their bedroom. I do not care. But as a person and people, they are good people. They are one of the best hearted people that I know. They care so much about everything and every situation. I used to always tell my friend that I didn't think that she was a lesbian, and she would be like, "Oh, shut up." But she showed me wrong. She got married. Got married. And they are very happy together. And I'm very happy for them that they found out who they were and they went with it all the way. And that is wonderful. They're not switching and changing their mind. One day they want to be with a man, one day they want to be with a woman. Even though, you know what? That doesn't matter to me either. If you're an adult, who cares? It's the children that I worry about that is being confused and getting this agenda pushed on them that it's okay. And then they won't have children because if they have children, you can't have children with the same sex. They won't have children, or either they'll have children and then figure out that they want to change. You know, the family structure is important as well. The family structure to show the roles of the way that things should be. And everybody's family is not that exact same way. So, your family structure of the way that things should be that could work out, because I work out in the yard, will do anything necessary to be done out in the yard, and my husband will do anything necessary to clean up in the home. It's like all things are okay when you get with your partner and you get your designated jobs together. It was so funny that my friend that's a lesbian, her wife likes to go out in the yard, build deck, do yard work, but she also will paint, clean up in the house. Whatever is necessary is what we are capable of doing. And I remember her saying, she keep coming in asking me to come out and do the lawn work. But I am not that type of person. I don't want to do lawn work. In this relationship, I'm supposed to be the feminine of the both of us. And you don't see any other wives out there doing lawn work and stuff, which I told her I do. I go out and I do lawn work. And I think I have made it kind of bad for some of my neighbors because probably their husbands go in and say, Norlinda be out there doing some work on the yard and maybe you should come out and help me too. And I've seen evidence of this where they bring their wife out and expect them to help them in the yard. But I help out in the yard because when I was younger, we lived on a corner house with bushes on the side. We had alleyways back in the day, and we had to keep that alley clean. We had to keep those bushes trimmed and all the debris out of the bushes at the bottom. And my dad was always at work, so my mother had all of us kids out there and we would do yard work. So I'm not estranged to yard work because my mother had us out there and she would be out there watering the grass every night, watering her flowers and watering her grass. And so therefore yard work is nothing to me. I really enjoy it. So that's something that I like to do. Plus, my husband, if you have seen my YouTube channel, he has had 5 surgeries. He has 3.5 toes out of 10. So therefore, he's not always capable of getting out there. He's diabetic. Maybe he doesn't feel good one day or whatever, but I can't let it go. We are homeowners and we have to do what we have to do. So if it's outside, I do whatever is need to be done outside. If it's inside, do whatever needs to be done inside. And he does the same. There's no, I can't do it because I'm a lady or I'm a girl. I do whatever is necessary. And that is what the message should be. You do whatever is necessary. You do whatever you can to help one another. You don't keep pushing this. Oh, it's same sex okay. Yeah, it's okay. But that's in the bedroom. It doesn't matter outside the bedroom. You know what? I'm even willing to stop everybody from kissing on TV. If I got to see 2 men, 2 women kissing for the kids' sake. When I was little, and it was like Lucille Ricardo and Ricky Ricardo. They had twin beds. They didn't even show us 2 people laying in the bed together. They had twin beds, and anytime there was thought of any hokey pokey, then the lights would dim and it would go dark. And you used your imagination. Can we go back to that? Because it's too much. It's too much. I'm watching a cartoon, Strange World, I think, on Netflix. The young boy, they're not even out of high school. And he likes this other boy. And the father is like, oh, it's okay. It's okay, which, in the beginning, what father do you think would be like it's okay? Unless he was showing him that he was in a same-sex relationship, then I guess it would be okay because he knows the struggles that he went through to make it happen. But we don't care. That is the whole thing. We don't care what's going on in your bedroom. We only care about the person that you are. We don't want to have pushed this far where we're looking at it on every cartoon. I think our She-Ra. I think that's on Netflix also. She was a superhero kind of, and she had all her friends, and then she found out that she liked girls, and this is a cartoon. We shouldn't even have to deal with anything sexual on a cartoon. It's just everybody's friends, everybody's having a good time in a cartoon. Why do we have to go to the extreme of pushing the agenda that it's okay to like a same sex person? Feelings, children, teenagers, so many hormones going on and going around in their body that can we kind of push the way that, you know, maybe they should go? And then if they decide to go the other way, it's okay. But why are we pushing it in their faces? It's like they're like we're saying, like the same sex. We're having too many people in the world. We don't need to make more people. Just go with the same sex. You'll be fine. And I mentioned in one of my podcasts before as well that it was a person who had been sexually abused as a child. This was a man, and he married a woman when he got to be an adult, but he was kind of trying to tell us that when you are being touched in a sensual way, that if it feels good, you can't tell if it's a man making you feel good or a woman making you feel good if you close your eyes. And so, therefore, that didn't make it okay because he was feeling guilty because he was sexually abused as a young child, and he used the example of close your eyes. Let me rub the top of your hand. That doesn't hurt. It kind of like feels nice and makes you feel secure. But if you close your eyes, you can't tell if it's a man or a woman. So therefore, it makes you confused that maybe you might like the same sex because they made you feel very good. But I personally think that you have an innie or an outie. And just like the water hose, it's a female and a male. If you got two females, you can't put that water hose together. If you got two males, you can't put that water hose together. So therefore, even though they can touch, you can tape them together with some kind of tape. You can make it work. But was it meant to be? No, it was not meant to be. But you can make it work with some skills and some thought. You can make it work. But it wasn't meant to be. And therefore, all I want to say is we need to stop pushing the agenda for same sex and for it to just be okay for you to be one thing one week, another thing another week, and switch back and forth. Of course, it gives you a big dating pool, but it's just more confusion. It's just more confusion out there. I would like to go back to the just let's have a storyline on TV. Let's just talk about the storyline. We don't have to have any bedroom scenes, any kissing scenes. If everybody just gonna be just a big hot posh of everybody and everything, because that's not what our children need to see. Well, honestly, that's not what I need to see. We need to reinforce positive reinforcement, but not put anybody down because of their feelings, but we don't have to be involved in all of those feelings that have to do with the bedroom. That is not our business. That is not for us to be pushing any agenda. That is not for us to even tap into. Can we just stick with everything else? Everything else. There's plenty of other things to talk about. Maybe making sure you treat people nice. Maybe making sure that you try to help others as much as possible. Maybe that you shouldn't be mean and talking about others when they're trying to figure out their life and their journey. Maybe you shouldn't judge. Most of the judgmental people are so worried about being judged because they are so judgmental when most of the time people aren't even thinking about them. I just want the world to be full of love because love is so great. Love is so great. And love for one another and respect for one another, that everybody is figuring out their journey. Do not push any one agenda. Everybody is different. Even though we're trying to set the tone of normacy, because, like I said, when I was little, you look on TV, you had the Beavers. Mrs. Beaver was the perfect woman. She dressed so cute every day. Everything was done at the home, and she was raising the children. Everything the way it should be, or the way that it was meant to be, the way society actually started, because you can't have kids with two same sex people. So therefore, the world would cease to exist if everybody went with the same sex, unless it was some weirdness of every blue moon that you switched and went with the other gender. That's all crazy. But of course, we are happy and we are comfortable with our own gender. And I understand that because it is a little awkward when you start to talk to the opposite sex, but that's just the way it's supposed to be. A little butterflies in the belly is normal. It's okay. It's normal to not know what to say because you are the opposite sex. It's okay. But you figure each other out and you become comfortable with each other and you become comfortable with who your mate is, because not all the time do they fit in the slots of the manly man or the real feminine woman. Not all the time. Nowadays, do we fit into the slots? Like I said, I'll be outside doing all kind of yard work. I'll be helping my husband put something together, whether it's I'm reading the directions and we're doing it together, or vice versa. It's very, very nice to just find your place with your mate and doing things together, and then be able to be private in the bedroom. I mean, me and my husband, we've been married, it'll be 37 years this year in August. But we're not out flouncing around just kissy, 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 and oh, we're heterosexual. I mean, the other day we went to a dinner and this young lady said, "Oh my goodness, your wedding ring is beautiful. I thought you and your husband were brother and sister." Well, I kind of took a I kind of took a note to that, like, maybe we are not affectionate enough, but you know what? It doesn't matter because he's a gentleman. He holds the door for me. I don't know what was wrong with the young lady that just thought we were brother and sister, but pulled my chair out for me. He did all the things that a man would do for a woman. And I told him that she just had her eye on him and was hoping that we weren't married. But in the long run, it doesn't matter if she thought we were brother and sister. It doesn't matter if we acted like brother and sister, because that's still a loving relationship. And it's very, very hard now to talk to people because you don't know where they're coming from. So I was talking to this young man and he was saying, "Oh, I went somewhere and I was flirting with the person behind the counter." And he said person, and I just automatically start saying, "Well, she knew what she was talking about." And then he let me know that it wasn't a she, it was a he. And I'm okay with that. And guess what? I'm okay that I was saying she first, because guess what? That's the natural way of things. I'm okay that he let me know that it was a he in the long run. I don't care. Because guess what? The bottom line is, as I keep saying, we do not care what is going on in the bedroom. All we care about is what kind of person you are. Are you a good person? Are you a person who care about people? Are you a person that care about animals? Are you a person that wouldn't do anything to hurt another person or another thing? Would you do things intentionally to hurt someone? We don't care. Now, at the hospital, we had to go through sensitivity training and we had to go through this. Well, what do they identify as? And what did they identify with at birth? What was their birth identity? And all of that. We are going way too far. Way too far. Because in a hospital setting, who cares what is going on in your bedroom? If we got to take care of you, we just want to take care of you. And that's it. Please do not put all of these things on us and make us feel bad because we are going with what is normal. And then you tell us we'll adjust. But we really don't care. All we care about is taking care of you as a person, as an individual. And that's all that matters, is that we take care of each other and we stop pushing this agenda on our children that are already confused, to just let things be and go as they will go on each and every person's journey. That's all. I love you all. As always, I look forward to talking to you again. I want you to know that you can listen to me on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Listen Now, Reason Now, and any other place that you get your podcast. Prime Music. You can ask Alexa to play Someone Should Have Told Me, the latest episode. I look forward to talking to you again soon. I love you all. And again, let's just love each other. We don't need to care about what's going on in the bedroom. Take care. Talk to you again soon. Bye.